Charles Pereira, thank you for the super chat. Charles Pereira says, "Are you going to get mowed down on the Area 51 raid?" So, can I talk about this really quickly? All right, so we're doing introductions. So we'll cut all this. But this is also...
I was going to do a video on this.
This
go ahead,
is allowing people to kind of get into the feed, too. So we usually kind of do some chit-chat and all this kind of stuff. So this is perfect. So the other day, while I was watching my nonsense on YouTube and going through, they had this video talking about how... They're saying it's millennials, but I don't know the age range, to be honest. But there are now, when I looked at it, almost 450,000 people who had RSVP'd to a Facebook event where they are planning on storming Area 51.
That's awesome. They're going to get shot.
The
but
part
that's awesome.
that is hilarious.
Wait. But why? Why are they going to storm Area 51?
Well, they were like, so the comment said to get them aliens.
You're going to get them aliens.
I love stuff like that. And I think technically I am a millennial. But they're talking about one of the memes that I saw.
Now, here's the thing. And why you bullshit.
Because somebody said they can't shoot all of us. That's what they said.
Luis Elizondo has come out making this argument of, he's making the alien argument himself, saying that there's something that could be visiting us, that this is not our technology, that I've studied this stuff, and yes, I believe we're being visited. Like, he's being very upfront with it. Now, this was a guy who's head of the ATIP program, quit the ATIP program.
This is a real dude.
The real dude. Starts going with Academy to the Stars, this Rock Stars, Tom DeLonge's outfit. Now, I've had several UFO people on the channel who, studied this stuff, and I asked them, that guy's a spook. And, when you look at the Clinton leaks, because if you look at the Clinton leaks, UFO stuff is all strewn throughout the Clinton leaks. And Tom DeLonge wanted people to back him up because he said, I need people within the intelligence and so forth to back me up. And they gave it to him. They gave him Luis Elizondo. They gave him the fighter pilots, those people coming out. All that stuff was being done behind the shadows. They act like that was a golly gee, this just happened. No. Grant Cameron had talked about that for like a year or two before that took place, which is why I'm skeptical of the story. On top of it is the New York Times just stumbled across the story, and all of a sudden, this stuff was just taking place. And nonsense. To some degree, this was a planned releasing of this information.
And then they even had the announcement where the Navy said that they were now going to put new measurements in place to give officers or people in the Navy a means to
talk about their stories,
right?
What they've been seeing. They've upgraded the radar on these planes, and these pilots have been seeing UFOs all over the place. And when you're listening to the pilots themselves talk about it, the pilots are talking. They're having real experiences. The president has been updated on the previous information, and members of Congress have been updated on the UFO issue. This hit the New York Times in a bombshell like a year or two ago, and there was a recent story in the New York Times talking about the recent sightings of these things, and that these things are all over the place, and that they don't necessarily know what they are. They started asking Trump, have you been briefed? Trump says yes. Trump says, our pilots have been seeing things. I trust our pilots, but I don't personally believe this. And then my question is, were you briefed before? Were you briefed when you first took office? And why do you need to be rebriefed now? People are trying to get this information to the limelight.
Wait. Let's go back to the raid on Area 51.
Oh, I guess my point is all of that
Charles
is
Pereira's
from that.
Question.
No. I guess my point is
I understand that.
All
Where
of
is this
the
stemming?
reason why
What's
the
making
raid.
these people do this?
Right. That's why all of this has come to. We're going to raid Area 51 because one of the things that they've come up with was that they believe they have material, that they have material wreckage that they are going to release in 2019 for scientific analysis and all this other stuff. So when they're saying they're going to raid Area 51,
are you going to go?
Maybe I should.
I think that
just
would
for
be
the
awesome.
recording of it.
I think that would be awesome. I want to go.
Just for the recording. That sounds awesome.
My favorite part of the article that I read was they are going to Naruto run into Area 51.
Oh, what?
Do you know what that means?
No.
Oh, I wish you could pull this up.
A lot of people doing that once, like running at once.
Well, if you ever watch anime, when they do this run, this is going to look okay, avert your eyes if you don't want to see some foolishness, because I'm about to do like a really stupid imitation. But when they run, they have like this really focused look on their face, and their arms are like back. And
I know what you're talking about.
And they're running, and they do that on Naruto all the time.
I know what you're talking about.
And so the graphic
that's
is
not just Naruto.
hilarious. And they're saying that there's going to be. I know
that's
that.
the running with their arms
that.
behind their back. Yeah, I know.
But I think at the intro of that show, they do like a run, if I'm not mistaken. But they're saying that there's going to be that multiplied by 450,000 people. Bum rushing Area 51. And the guy is like, we're going to get them aliens. They can't shoot us all at the same time.
And he's right. They can't shoot
It's
all.
like a ninja run. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like their arms are running behind her. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's hilarious.
That's going to be awesome.
It's hilarious.
If they do that for real, I will be there to report that if they do that for real. That is going to be epic.
It's ridiculous on a couple of fronts.
Get them aliens.
Because first of all, yes, they can't shoot all of you, or at least once they start shooting like the first line of you, the rest of you,
you climb over the bodies,
kind of like fall in line.
I mean, look,
then also like you're publicizing
the fact that
you're going to bum rush this institution or whatever you want to call it. You they probably already moved.
They're gonna have like a 1 million man march on Area 51. That's astonishing. When
I looked at it, it was like 430,000 or 435,000.
I need to add my name. 435,000 and
that
one.
They were gonna go to this event. I think you should go, and at least cover it. Like, don't run, because
I got to do the run. If I'm there, I'm doing the run.
That's up to you.
I'm putting a mic on. Don't worry. I was like,
I'm gonna dress.
We're on the race. We're running. That's what's going to be taking place.
You busting out people's eardrums again.
My bad. But that's what's going to be taking place.
I think
it's going to be loud.
Awesome.
It's going to be like real.
I think it's going to be awesome. I think some people may die.
It's like we're going to Area 51. Oh God, the guy got shot, but I'm keeping it up. We're going to get them aliens.
Automated Tourette's. Spider says automated Tourette's can shoot a whole lot of folks.
I gotta be honest. If you have 500,000 people at Area 51, there's no way they're gonna shoot.
They're not gonna.
There's no way. There's no way.
But it's funny because, damn, I lost my train of thought.
You better get what's his name though, Bob Lazar, to make sure
you gotta have like some celebrities and stuff out there, because like just shoot me, meh. Don't care about that.
Well, the problem is you have so many people that the media is gonna cover it just by definition of having so many people. Like the fact that we're talking about this story right now gets across the hilarity of it. Like, it's so absurd that it's awesome in a way. Like, and it's one of those stories, I think, that people talk themselves into. Like it's like, oh, we're going to run Area 51. It's like, well, wait a minute. What if we did run on Area 51? I think, what if we showed up?
What if we had enough people? What if people really came up with that?
I mean, you start thinking,
Facebook again.
It slowly starts to talk yourself into it, especially when you get
500,000 people.
A gravity. When it gets gravity, when you have a lot of people, and it's like, it becomes an event. And it becomes a circus. And this circus is, let's go bum rush Area 51. Get the fucking aliens. Let's get the aliens.
If you want to laugh your ass off,
going.
I think, honestly, not that this is like a reputable source.
I'm going.
Wait a minute. Not that this is like a reputable source or even a source for news, but I think it was like a BuzzFeed article that I was reading. And it wasn't necessarily an article so much as like random memes that people had put out in association with the plan to raid Area 51. It's hilarious. Just if you want to laugh, I think I shed like a tear on one of them. They have a meme where they're basically saying that Area 51 and the government is just like, oh, these stupid millennials, and they're like, I think they're really underestimating the millennials' willingness to die.
Yeah, to do stupid shit. I mean, these are the guys.
This is millennials and Gen X,
wasted,
like the ones that were eating the Tide Pods.
Because look, if you're 29 years old and you get wasted in a club. And
that's not necessarily willingness to die.
Well, no, but hear my argument. If you're 29 years old and you're in a club, you can do stupid stuff at 29 that you can't do at 32. And my point is, in the same way that those people are willing to do stupid shit like trash a hotel room, get wasted in the club. I remember at my 20-something birthday, I had a friend of mine who, straight-laced in normal circumstances, but on the birthday got completely hammered, fell asleep in a pool of urine in the female's bathroom. Now, you look at this and you're like, oh, well, it's a youthful indiscretion.
I think a lot of this is when you're looking at that.
On Area 51 is going to be a youthful indiscretion. And I think you're massively underestimating. Right.
Youthful demise.
I'm just saying you're massively underestimating what people do. Look, I jumped out of an airplane. I jumped out of bungee jumping. Now, somebody would be like, oh, God, that guy, you jumped off of a perfectly good bridge. Yes! I was 29, 30 years old. You do shit like that. I mean, I still do shit like that.
I think it's going to be awesome.
I think it would be awesome.
The fact that they created the event.
It'd be like the running on the bulls.
And then there's like all these memes where people are talking about what they're going to do with their alien when they bring it.
Oh God, that's funny. That's funny.
It's a lot of stupid stuff out there, but
here's the thing.
It's funny.
The issue itself has become serious because it's become a legitimate issue, and the conspiracy theorists at this point are the people saying it's not happening. I mean, at the point where you have the pilots coming out saying yes, this is happening. At the point where you have the government sources coming out saying yes, this is happening. At the point where you have research coming out saying yes, this is happening. Where you see the government doing research into like weird physics, like electromagnetic, gravitics, even visibility, warp drive, warp bubble, manipulating gravity. These are real research projects that they had to pull out from using freedom of information that wasn't exposed to the public before. They've legitimized this issue. Grant Cameron made the argument that his sources told him that what you're going to get is confirmation, confirmation, not disclosure. The difference being you're going to be given legitimacy, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Whereas, no, we're not going to come out and say, here's the alien, here's the vehicle, this is what we got, vote Trump. What you will get is this issue is legitimate, and we're going to put out people to show that the issue is legitimate. The question becomes, but they don't say what it is, and the government have become close like this. But you can't say, yes, we're going to start investigating this, but no, we're not going to tell you what it is. Because at that point, you've just legitimized something without giving.
And now people are like, okay, I want to see.
I want to know what it is.
I want to see.
I want to know what it is.
We want to get them aliens.
And so, based on Luis Elizondo, who's been studying it, he believes we're being visited. And I believe Luis Elizondo is right. So
after that date, I don't remember what it is, but after that, we'll know.
The problem is the fear thing. I've said earlier, Tom DeLonge is the bad alien guy. He's the one who believes that there are bad aliens who are coming to get us. And so my thing to Stephen, not Greer, the other guy, I was like, if this goes in that direction, then what? He says, I haven't seen that yet, but if it does, he sent me an email recently. He sent all of our Purdium research saying the last version of the History Channel's show on UFOs, I've always said that if you went in that direction of the fear-based thing, that I would say so. It has gone in that direction, and I am now saying so, and I am putting a demarcation point on this. Like, he was, to his credit, when he was on this show, he said that he was going to do exactly that if they start going in this direction of they're bad aliens coming to get us. And that's exactly what he did.
I think you should do it. We should have had this conversation. Maybe we'll cut this one. This one.
This just be a video by itself
on the black box.
Oh, okay. Well, we can cut this. Well, the first 5 minutes and then put the rest of it on black box.
Just a thought. All right, let's get started because we.